recording. Focus is on y'all's faces. That looks good. Let's podcast. 1, 2, 3.
All right, y'all. Hey, welcome back to the shop yet again for another installment of the Grind Time Together We Print podcast. This is episode 4. I'm your boy, Chris Richard. This is my dude,
Alan King.
And we are Grind Time, along with our buddy Cody over here.
Cody.
We are Grind Time Clothing Concepts from right here in Jacksonville, Florida. And like I said, this is the Together We Print podcast, episode 4. So we are just digging into the week, what we got going on, like we usually do in the podcast. I guess we'll hop right into it. This week, today, we're going to finish the Drippy Ink shirts.
The Drippy Ink shirts.
Now, we've been talking about the Drippy Ink for a while. It's been a design that we've had kind of brewing for a minute, but we learned how to do some halftones, and we made a really killer 4-color gradient Drippy Ink grind time, stroked out in black and covered back with white on Bella canvas 3/4 sleeve baseball raglans. They look incredible. Okay,
they do.
They're a major flex from the screen print shop. If you're out there looking, the grind time shop flexing. You know what
Flexing
I'm saying?
hard on them.
Throwing them up real quick. Flexing on them. So this is definitely one of those designs that we are super excited to be able to show off to y'all because it came out incredible. With all the grind time shirts, we're making sure we get a neck tag put in, custom neck tags. So those go in today. We'll finish pressing out for our ultra premium finish on this incredible 6-color. We'll finish those up today as well. And these things will be pretty much ready to roll out. So we'll be putting up a full video on those, just from the start to finish of the process of kind of getting that one together and what it took. And it's a really cool design that we're super proud of. So make sure you're looking out for that. We're also going to be finalizing the artwork for this Tiger King design y'all have heard so much about.
Y'all ain't ready.
You ain't ready.
You ain't ready for this.
I'm not going to talk much about it because I know we've discussed it the last couple weeks, but we are finalizing the artwork. We're getting the neck tags for those printed today as well.
Yep.
So we're going to go ahead and get those neck tags knocked out so that way they're ready to go for this monster 6-color Tiger King throwback.
And that's just the front. That doesn't even say anything about what's on the rest of the shirt.
No, absolutely not. We're not going to say much. Shh.
That's it. That's why I said that.
Not going to say much about that one because we wanted to totally blow y'all's minds, and I think it's going to.
Yep.
So just be ready. We also, as far as grind time stuff, and then we'll move on to other clients, we picked up a while back some really killer Burnside tank tops. Okay, and if you haven't checked out Burnside, a killer just premium clothing brand, you can buy them all over. They do a lot of really beachy, skateboarder-esque kind of style stuff. And we found some tank tops that were kind of like a teal, black, like crazy, sublime, weird kind of thing going on. They just looked really cool, and they looked really beachy. We're from Jacksonville. We love hanging out in Jacksonville Beach, so we just wanted to make something that we felt like the surfers or, your dad who's like a fisherman, maybe you could trick him into wearing this shirt because it's beachy enough. But, we kind of pulled some inspiration from the ocean and fish, and we like skulls, so bones, and that's really all I'm going to say about that one. But that one's going to get rolled out here in the next week as well. So be looking for some summer tank tops on the Grind Time website featuring this killer design. Cody knocked it out the park yet again.
As always.
So, we're excited about that one as well, and we'll have those tank tops coming here in the next week or so. So be on the lookout. Make sure you're subscribed everywhere so you're the first to find out. As for other clients, we're doing a lot of artwork stuff right now. So we got Fat Bottom Girls,
Women's Motorcycle Club.
Women's Motorcycle Club.
Yep.
So we're working on some logo redesign for them, as well as like some actual kind of updating of their logo.
Yeah.
Kind of doing two different things at once here, but we're getting ready to, get those sent out. The final, images there. Cody's been working on them, and they look really great. They're super happy, so we're excited to kind of get all the final artwork approved, and that way we can go ahead and start slapping these things on some T-shirts.
Yep.
I think we've all been waiting to get that one on some T-shirts because the artwork just looks really great. So check out Fat Bottom Girls Women's Motorcycle Club. I mean,
They have an Instagram, I think.
Instagram. Hit them up on Instagram because I don't really know what's more badass than a women's motorcycle club called Fat Bottom Girls.
Oh, yeah. It's
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. When she told me what the motorcycle club name was, I was just like, oh, my God. I was like, Freddie Mercury would love this.
Freddie Mercury would like it. There's no doubt about it.
Well, the cool thing about them is that it's all girls. It doesn't matter race, color. It's all girls, no matter what, all girls and all bikes. That's another thing, because when you see a lot of motorcycle clubs, it's like just Harley Davidsons or just, you know what I mean? But they are all girls, all rides of bikes. So it's really cool what they got going on.
Yeah, we dig it. So make sure you check out Fat Bottom Girls, show them some love, and we'll keep y'all up to date on those designs and what the final products are going to kind of look like. We also are going to knock out some long sleeve and some short sleeve dry fits on our favorite dry fit ever from Badger Sport.
Badger.
We're going to be knocking out some dry fits for Eagle Air Jacks. So going to be a really cool 2-color front, 2-color back, 1 color down the sleeve on one sleeve on the long sleeves, and then we'll just do the front chest and the big 2-color on the back for the short sleeves. But going to be a really cool design that we've worked with before. My brother Jeremy owns the company. So if you're looking for air conditioning needs in the Jacksonville area, make sure you hit up Eagle Air Jacks. They do fantastic work. Services the building that we're inside of right now, which is what keeps us all calm, cool,
And collected.
But collective works.
Yeah,
Collected.
Yeah, whatever.
Tomato.
Yeah, sure.
So also we got a new batch of orders in for Dalton Sports Grill. So that the chicken wing capital of our
place
area.
we talked about before. Our favorite chicken wing place, which, by the way, they just got 8 awards for.
8 Best of Clay awards.
That's it.
Best chicken wings, best burger,
best sandwich, best hot dog, best sweet
best
tea,
sports bar. I mean, they're literally just crushing the game. So if you haven't checked out Dalton Sports Grill, we highly suggest you do. But if you remember, we did some shirts for them amidst the very beginning of this coronavirus COVID-19 situation. So we did some relief shirts for them where, we just kind of dedicated some of our time and effort to print some designs that they had never printed before. And the customers were able to donate, whatever they saw fit for the garment itself, and 100% of the profits go back to the restaurant. So really cool concept, a really cool place. And Dalton's just put in, as they're starting to reopen, hiring on some more people that are coming back, some new employees as well. So they put in an order of new work T-shirts for the guys and the girls there. So we're going to be knocking those out next week. Always excited to deal with Dalton's. Skylar and everybody over there are good friends of ours, and incredible business with incredible food. So make sure if you're in the Middleburg area of Jacksonville, Florida, you stop in and get yourself 10 sweet red, bone in, extra crispy with 3 sides of ranch, a busted onion, and crinkle fries.
That's Chris's personal preference. Everybody's is a little bit different.
It doesn't matter what you like. Go in there and get what I just told you. If you don't like it, your mama should smack you. All right?
I like
straight up.
What that recipe Kyle came up with for the
the swamp donkey.
The swamp donkey.
Quesadilla. Yeah. If you're in Dalton's, definitely our boy Kyle Spear. Shout out to Kyle Spear.
Whoop, whoop.
He came up with the swamp donkey recipe while he was working there, and they still feature it on the menu. Really killer quesadilla. I think gator tail.
It's like a burrito thing. Like a wrap. It's a wrap.
Okay, like a wrap with like gator tail, queso,
fried shrimp, cheddar cheese.
bunch of crazy nonsense.
Peppers, it's just insane.
Definitely check it out. So we're gonna be knocking those out for Dalton's. Also this week, we're gonna be working on getting together some material for some new tutorial YouTube videos for y'all. All right, so we've gotten into that YouTube world, and for those of y'all that are liking and subscribing, sharing the YouTube channel, we cannot thank y'all enough.
We appreciate
mad appreciation. We're working on trying to put out more content for everybody, and the YouTube channel has been a really successful spot for us, and it's gotten us in touch with a lot of people that we looked up to, as well as some new people that we weren't aware of. So YouTube, incredible space for just kind of education, and the YouTube community has been super embracing of what we're doing, at least in the screen print world.
Without a doubt.
So we're going to be working on some new tutorial videos, maybe some stuff like how to make your white ink prints better. Maybe something along the lines of building a homemade exposure table. We've built a couple of them.
Yep.
We've got the real cheap. We've got the step up,
the
make it look nice. And then obviously we've got a big Lawson, industrial exposure table. So we can kind of show y'all the first two, maybe how to build an exposure table on a budget. Yep. Kind of walk you through the steps we went through when we were getting into it to upgrade our exposure table, and maybe even show you the very first one that we ever built.
Oh,
it's still here.
Yeah.
In case everything goes wrong, it's still here. I think we were burning screens at that point in time for 13 minutes.
Yeah, 13 minutes.
13 minutes.
Still isn't bad, though, because there's some people that we know that just stick their screens outside to expose them.
Yes. Listen, you can expose a screen with a lot. Our boy Cam at the Print Life, he showed you how to build one out of like a suitcase and take it outside and burn a screen right outside in 30 seconds. There's many different ways to burn a screen. Whoever says one is right and one is wrong is crazy. If you're getting the results that you're looking for,
that's all that
then
matters.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yep.
And back in the day, we were burning screens for 13 minutes and I believe 41 seconds. I think
41.
I think that's ingrained in my head forever. Yep. And now we're on our Lawson table. We're down to 30 seconds.
30 seconds
on the majority of our screens. So
beautiful.
And midway through, we weren't much higher than that on our other exposure table. We were still less than a minute.
Yep.
On the second table that we built. So I think that some topics like that might be cool for us to shoot some tutorial videos online, kind of reach out to y'all and kind of continue to help furthering the education process in the screen print community. And if y'all have any ideas for tutorials that you would like to see, please reach out, comment on the channel, or send us an email at Grindtime Clothing Concepts. Go over to our website, grindtimefl.com, Instagram, Facebook, send us some messages.
Twitter.
However you can get in touch with us. Let us know what kind of tutorials y'all like to see. And if it's something that we feel like we've got a pretty good amount of knowledge in, or something that we feel like we can kind of lend to the conversation on, then we would love to be able to shoot them for y'all and kind of help answer some of y'all's questions, make life a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Because it definitely, YouTube videos saved our business. I think we both would have just walked out and never walked back in had YouTube not been a thing. Yep. So big ups to YouTube and everything they're doing and the screen print community over there. So like I said, that's kind of what we got going on in the next week. we've been gearing up. Obviously, we're getting close to summer. Florida's starting to kind of reopen some stuff. Restaurants are operating at 25% capacity, and hair salons have opened back up this week, and life's kind of returning to a little closer to normal. Who knows where exactly that goes from there? But one thing that's kind of been a hot topic for us in the shop, and there's been a little bit of debate around, is obviously we had discussed with y'all that we had plans to go out to a killer music festival in September in Alabama called Furnace Fest.
Furnace Fest.
Furnace Fest 2020. Hashtag FF 2020. So a bunch of really killer bands from when we were younger were playing, and a lot of our friends that we grew up playing in bands that we were friends with are kind of all convening on Alabama for this weekend in September, right around my birthday. They're all kind of convening there for this huge music festival, and obviously there's some wonder if that's going to happen. Now, we had discussed, and we had submitted to be a vendor, and were approved to vend at Furnace Fest, and we were going to take some of our designs out there and hang out for the weekend, catch some killer live music, and kind of turn it into a nice little vacation for the shop. Get some really good content for y'all as far as like the podcast, maybe try to set up some interviews with some band members that we really like, or some stuff like that. But, we inevitably have to come to grips with the idea that as of right now, Furnace Fest has not decided to cancel the music festival. But with the way the whole world is working right now, we all kind of have to sit back and become okay with the idea that it might not happen.
Oh God, dude, that would suck, man.
At least not right now. Okay, so we're letting Furnace Fest. Obviously, they're making their decisions, and we'll make our final decision once the call's made. But we're all a little bit weary to get back out into like large groups of people and have that much interaction with thousands of people from all over the country, and be in such a not a confined space, but with so many people in a space. I think everybody's a little weary to get back at it, but we're going to make our decision based on what we think is best for everyone and the health concerns of our country. So it's one of those things where we're getting okay with the idea, or we're having to bite the bullet and go, okay, Furnace Fest may not happen this year, but on the other side of that coin, we were getting a lot of designs ready to take out to Furnace Fest. This Drippy Ink and even the Tiger King. These are going to be designs that we were taking out with us to Furnace Fest in hopes of selling at the festival, and kind of getting the name of the brand out a little bit more, and the shop out a little bit more. But we're not going to give up on that concept. We're just going to keep prepping shirts like crazy and keep churning out the designs. I'm really trying to bite off in the next couple weeks, getting a new hat design for y'all, working and rolling through. There's a lot of different stuff. We got some rain jacket samples we bought. And try and do some independent rain jackets and some
hoodie styles.
Some hoodie styles. Yeah, we're definitely kind of just going to keep up with the idea of we're going to Furnace Fest, and then if we don't go, at least we'll have this stockpile of stuff for y'all to check out on the website, and for us to have when things do get better, because Furnace Fest has already kind of said they're not going to cancel. They may just have to postpone until next year, or until a time and date where things are going to be a little bit safer for everybody to gather and have the event that everybody was looking to have. Because I know I read an article the other day that they're asking people at concerts no moshing.
What?
No crowd surfing, no moshing, no hardcore dancing, like no pits at all. And
that's going to be literally impossible for them to prevent.
Literally impossible. So maybe it's just better. I don't know. I'm not the guy who makes these decisions. I just
I'll tell you what, Comeback Kid comes on and Wake the Dead goes on, bro. I'm in the
middle of that.
Ham,
I'm
dude.
two-stepping till my legs fall off. Okay, all right. Two-stepping till my legs straight fall off.
Yeah.
Okay, it's happening. If Furnace Fest is happening,
yeah.
So we're getting okay with that idea, but we're just going to keep preparing what we have, keep getting as much stuff as we can ready. So whenever the world is ready to kind of open back up safely, we can be a major part of that and have a bunch of designs in-house that we can take out there and share with everybody. So that's pretty exciting. Also, we're going to discuss another cool thing with y'all that, really is just kind of developed in the last week or so. But we're taking a grind time end of summer vacation. Okay?
Yes, we are.
Grind time's going Key West.
It's a business trip.
Grind time's going Key West. All right? I'm talking key lime pie, fried shrimp, flip-flops, rainbows. I want it all. All right? I want Key West. I'm going to take Key West on a platter and serve it to grind time. All right? So we're going to make a little trip foreseeing that everything opens back up.
Yep.
I know Key West is going through their own circumstances right now, and we're not trying to rush in there and beat their doors down and, bother them and what they got going on. So when Key West is ready, hopefully at the end of the summer, we're planning around the last couple weeks of July, first couple weeks of August. We'll let y'all know in case you're down in Key West and you want to meet up with us and party with the crazy train that is grind time. We'll be there making that happen. So we're going to take a little family vacation, and we're going to head down to Key West. We're going to enjoy the beach. We do have some cool business aspects in mind, but we're just going to go down there and try and enjoy ourselves for 3 or 4 days. So if you're in the Key West area, you got anything that you think we should do? I think we've all been to the Keys once.
I've never been.
You never been to Key West?
Never once have I ever been to Key West.
All right.
I mean, I've got friends that live there, and a lot of people that I know, like you. I've just been there before.
Yeah.
I've never went to mile marker 0, bro.
You're gonna love it, dude. You're gonna love it. And tropical paradise. All right.
It's
so
what I'm hoping for.
We're gonna go soak some of that up here at the end of the summer. So like I said, if you're in Key West, you're around Key West, you know a whole lot of shit about Key West, get in touch with us. Let us know, because we're looking to soak it all up in a good 3 or 4 days. All right.
Yep.
I want to know where the best fried shrimp is for sure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
And I want to know where the best key lime pie is. And I want to know where the best sex on a beach is. Okay? All right? So you let me know. Those are my 3 things that I want to know about Key West. Get at me. Let me know. We're going there at the end of the summer. If you're there, let's hang out. So, other than that, we started the podcast with kind of this notion in our heads that things were starting to get slow for us. And as things start to pick back up, we're going to keep churning this thing out for y'all.
Yep.
We find it to be incredibly satisfying to get to sit down and just talk about some stuff that's on our mind and what the shop has going on. And like I said, much appreciation to all of y'all who've checked it out and listened and let us know that you thought something was funny or you thought something was cool. We see the support and we appreciate it. Things are starting to pick back up. But obviously, right now we're just trying to stay busy.
Which is coming. I mean, like, we are literally getting hit up, if not every day, every other day, getting quotes out and people sharing our name with other people who are looking for stuff. I mean, I just got tagged in something just this morning for somebody looking for shirts. I got hit up last night about somebody wanting shirts. I mean, it's coming, and it's coming pretty quick, honestly.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to pick up fast, and but at the same time, it's not where it was at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And so, we're trying to find these ways to stay busy and kind of differentiate ourselves from other shops. And that's why we're doing the podcast. That's why we're doing the YouTube tutorials. That's why we're making videos for y'all, is we're just trying to stay current. We're just trying to stay in y'all's minds and show y'all what we're working on. A lot of the stuff we've been doing in-house for the shop has improved the level of prints that we can do for other people. We did a 5-color, I guess it was 4-color with a white underbase for Monte de Leon cigars this last week, and they turned out incredible. And to think back a year ago on what our minds would have been thinking, setting up a 4-color design with a white underbase and doing some shirts, especially some next level, some nice premium garments that, every single one you mess up, you're just throwing money in the trash can. For us to realize that we were able to breeze through that in a few hours one afternoon It's been incredible. So the stuff that we're doing, this Drippy Ink and these Tiger Kings and, you know, the BF tank tops, that's all I'm going to say, the BF tank tops, for us to do that, it's furthering our kind of skills, and when we put up these tutorial videos, it's sharing knowledge, and we're getting feedback from y'all, which has been incredible, and we're learning stuff that we didn't know, and we're trying new things based off of the feedback that you're sending us. So, you know, and it's all in this big pursuit to stay busy, you know, because we were a new business that hadn't been around for a very long time, and we were struck with this COVID-19 situation.
Yeah.
And it just kind of made a mess of things for a little bit. And we had to sit down and figure out how we were going to be able to differentiate and reset our minds for the rest of the year. And I think a major portion of that's going to be these podcasts and these YouTube videos, and trying to just further the sharing of knowledge in the screen print community, because we think that's a really cool thing, and the way that the screen print community has kind of embraced us wanting to share that knowledge has been a really exciting thing to see. So thank you all. Anybody watching this or listening, you know, thank you very much for the support. It means the world. And we're going to continue to kind of crank out this killer content for y'all. And we've got all sorts of stuff planned through the end of this year and the beginning of next year. I will go ahead and just tell y'all right now, I don't know when ISS will happen next year in Long Beach.
Yeah.
But we will be there.
We will be there.
All right, we are there. Okay, so maybe even ThreadX. You know, a couple of these things we've wanted to go to, and we just didn't have the time last year, didn't have the funds. Well, we're preparing ourselves right now for next year, and we will be there. All right, so you're going to see some killer content at ISS Long Beach from Grind Time next year, hopefully at ThreadX as well. So y'all just be on the lookout for what we're doing and what we got going on, and we'll keep updating y'all as soon as we have it together, because, you know, we're all just piecing this thing together day by day.
Yeah, one of the things I want to kind of go back real quick on is, you know, with us trying to stay busy during this whole situation, the only reason we've gained the knowledge that we have and have learned the things that we've have is by challenging ourselves.
Definitely.
We would have no thought in our mind, you know, when we first started, like, we'd be able to do a 5-color, 4-color, 6-color job as well and as efficiently as we did without just doing it. And if you're out there and you're like, man, I don't know if I can do more than 2 colors or 3 colors, like, just do it. I mean, that's the only way that you're going to get better, is to challenge yourself and try to do it. If you don't never try, you'll never be able to do it or see what could happen by doing it. And that's exactly what we did. We came up with these multicolored jobs for ourselves while we're kind of down, and learned. We've gotten so much faster at registering jobs. We've got so much better at doing our white prints, at doing all these things, because we are consistently challenging ourselves to do something that we've never done in screen printing, to where we can take that knowledge that we've learned and give it to you guys. So what I'm trying to get at is just challenge yourself. Try to do these things. Whether you're nervous about it or not, just do it, because that's the only way you're going to learn how to do it and better yourself as screen printers.
Yeah, definitely. It's all a trial and error process. And if y'all watch our YouTube videos, you'll see, like, we don't claim to be perfect.
No, not at all.
Nothing in this shop is 100% figured out to a formula. You know, we'll put screens on a job and print some shirts one day, walk away from them, come in the next morning to finish up the order,
randomly
and
out of
everything's
registration.
out of registration.
Like,
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But what I can tell you is we've learned some steps along the way from just trial and error. Mm-hmm. You know, from messing it up a few times and sitting back and going, okay, I wonder why we messed that up. Oh, maybe it was this, and then we try that, and then maybe there's still something messed up, and we have to change another variable in order to get that finalized finished product. But, you know, if you find some nice vector graphics online, and we're actually going to be working on building out some vector packs here in the rest of the year that we can kind of share out and send to y'all. and give y'all some stuff that you can kind of play with that looks really cool and is already, separated out for 2 and 3 color, or makes it easy to kind of just, get your colors separated real quick and get your transparencies printed. And, I think a lot of times the hardest part is people are just struggling to figure out, good vectors to use or good design work that they want to print. So we're going to try and make that a little more readily accessible to anybody who wants to kind of get behind the Grind Time shop and see what's going on. But so really for the rest of the episode, we're just going to talk about some random stuff. Alan, what'd you do this week outside the shop?
Outside the shop this week. Is there something I'm forgetting that I did? Or I'm
just purely starting a conversation with you, my friend.
No, Grind Time, Plastic Concepts, working at night over there with you.
Yep.
Called about our masks. Our masks should be ready by the end of the weekend.
All right. Getting close on the masks.
Yep.
That'll be good. Keep an eye out for those.
I went grocery shopping yesterday.
How was that?
Non-eventful. It was very smooth, and I got stuff for tacos, stuff for spaghetti.
Well, since you already just went ahead and segued into grocery shopping, what you should have gotten was some Dunkaroos.
What?
Dunkaroos are back.
No, they're not.
Dunkaroos are back.
Oh, my God.
Dunkaroos are back.
Dunkaroos! If you never had a
Dunkaroos
Dunkaroo when you were young, you're missing out tremendously.
Are back. Okay, Dunkaroos. They're incredible little cookies in a little tray with some icing, and they've got like chocolate and vanilla, and you just dip it. It's
heaven in a pouch.
Heaven in a little pouch. Okay, Dunkaroos. They were around when we were young. They went away for a little while, but they are officially back. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make that like the top of my food news for this week. Dunkaroos are back. Right underneath it, okay, I am going to go ahead and just honorable mention out to all you. I see you out there. If you are baking tiny chocolate chip cookies and then putting them in a bowl and filling it with milk and eating it with a spoon like cereal, homemade Cookie Crisp, I see y'all out there. And I'm following the lead, all right?
Oh, we're doing it.
It's happening.
Yep.
Okay? I got cookie dough in my refrigerator right now, ready to go. Okay? I am having homemade chocolate chip Cookie Crisp cereal for breakfast tomorrow because I'm 30 and I can do that. Okay? So, for all of y'all out there doing it, and even an honorable mention out to y'all who are doing the crispy pancakes and putting them in cereal, like eating them like cereal. I see that as well. I'm less into that.
Pancakes?
Yeah, making like little pancakes and then just cooking them a little extra and then putting them in a bowl and filling it with milk.
I can understand the cereal, the cookie one, but a crispy pancake? Maybe I'd have to try it to see.
Seems like a twist on a homemade French toast crunch or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like maybe you get a little bit of syrup in the batter. I'm not really sure.
Something, yeah.
But I know people are doing it, and I
did
honestly
see the cookie
a fan.
one.
I'm a very large fan.
Yep.
Okay, so if you want to take any tiny sweets and make them crispy and shrink them down and put them inside of a bowl with milk and eat it like cereal, I am behind that. I endorse that. Okay, because I think it's a great idea. All right. Other than food news, let's talk about some music news. All right.
What you got?
Yo. So, we talked about it a few episodes ago. BJ Barham and American Aquarium put out their new album, Lamentations. All right. And this week, I just want to point this out because I think it's so incredibly killer. Okay. This week on the Billboard charts, all right, they were #1 Americana folk album.
What?
#1 top new artist album. #2 country album. And #2 rock album on the Billboard charts.
Holy crap, dude.
All right. So if you have not checked out American Aquarium's new record, Lamentations, I highly suggest that you do so.
Immediately.
Every song on it's incredible. I've been listening to it nonstop. So go over and check it out. Big fan of country music, so I'm going to segue into Craig Morgan's got a new album out this week.
Oh.
Okay, legendary Craig Morgan. Mm-hmm. I actually saw him when I bought this hat at the Ryman Auditorium in the Grand Ole Opry. All right, so Craig Morgan, incredible. He's got a new album out this week, as well as I heard it this morning.
Uh-oh.
Jonas Brothers got a new song out.
Oh boy,
Jonas Brothers, man.
Yeah, I get it. Jonas Brothers. Woo. I'm not a big. I couldn't get into the Jonas Brothers.
Bro, you need to get behind some Jonas Brothers, dude. Listen.
I feel like the Jonas Brothers were just trying to ride the coattails of Hanson.
No,
they started that whole.
Listen, Hanson bopped their way out the record books as soon as Jonathan Taylor Thomas grew a mustache. Okay, they were gone. All right, they bopped them way to bankruptcy. Who knows what they're doing? They're probably still doing all right. That's not fair of me to say. Hanson, I'm sure you're financially doing very well. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, I did enjoy Home Improvement. Okay, not so much Hanson, but Home Improvement was good. Jonas Brothers, though, dude, it's like you're thinking Disney Purity Ring Jonas Brothers.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm talking the new Jonas Brothers, bro. After Nick went off and joined DNCE and started tripping or something, I don't know what the guy's got going on, but all of a sudden,
I mean, is it good? How did the song sound?
Dude, it sounds great. 5 more minutes. Check it out today. Jonas Brothers put it out. 5 more minutes. Go check it out. I endorse the Jonas Brothers because they're just making incredible, sexy pop music. I'm into it. It makes me want
to move a little, get a little groove on.
Get a little, 5 more minutes.
For the y'all that are
like
listening, just watch the video eventually.
Watch it. When the video hits YouTube, watch me. I just threw down a little Michael Jackson there for all y'all. So yeah, that's pretty much all we really got this week. Again, thank y'all very much for tuning in to the Grind Time Together We Print podcast. My name is Chris Richard. This is my dude,
Alan King.
Cody over in the corner.
Cody.
Woo! And we'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all very much, and y'all have a beautiful week. Peace.